Hey friends, welcome to this brand new video all about Garten of Banban 8. Today we're talking about news and official messages that came straight from one of the developers of the game. I'm talking about Faris, one of the EUPHORIC brothers. Like and subscribe please. In the past few days the developers have been very active on Discord. And when I say very active, I mean they've been dropping a lot of hints, little spoilers and messages that, for those of us who love this saga, are pure gold. So in this video, we'll go through what Faris actually wrote. We'll analyze his latest messages, and then, as always, I'll bring you some brand new theories about Chapter 8. Theories that connect not only to these messages, but also to the recent trailers and updates from the Banban universe. There are some really weird things that deserve a closer look. But before we dive in, hold up. If you're a fan of Garten of Banban, if you want to stay up to date with all the news, trailers, official updates and theories, I'm asking you to do something simple. Subscribe to the channel right now. Turn on the notification bell and leave a big like on this video. Every time something new happens in the world of Banban, I'm here to break it all down for you in detail. So if you don't want to miss a single drop of info, this is the place to be. That being said, are you ready to find out what Faris actually wrote? Let's get started. And now let's talk about the first official message from Faris, and it's all about how long Garten of Banban 8 is going to be. Someone on Discord asked a really good question. He said, "How big is GOB 8 going to be in hours?" And Faris replied with this, around 7,000 to 7,500 seconds, hours. Yeah, you heard that right. He gave the duration in seconds, but then added the word hours in parentheses. So it's a little confusing, but no worries because we're going to figure this out together with some quick math. Now, here's how it works. We know that 1 minute has 60 seconds and 1 hour has 60 minutes. So that means 1 full hour is 3,600 seconds. So let's do the math using those numbers Faris gave us. Let's start with 7,000 seconds. If we divide 7,000 by 3,600, we get about 1 hour and 56 minutes and around 40 seconds. And if we take the higher number, 7,500 seconds, and divide that by 3,600, we get roughly 2 hours and 5 minutes. So there you have it. Garten of Banban 8 will be almost 2 full hours of gameplay, and that's a huge upgrade compared to the previous chapters. This probably means we're getting more rooms, more monsters, more lore, and maybe even new gameplay mechanics that will keep us busy way longer than before. And that brings up a big question. Are they extending the gameplay for the lore? Or is there something much bigger they're preparing for the future of Banban? But we'll get to that soon. I've got some crazy theories coming up. But now let's think about this, because this thing about the length is definitely not something to underestimate. Garten of Banban 8 will last around 2 hours, and this represents a huge change for the series. None of the previous chapters, and I mean none, ever reached a length like this. The longest chapters barely crossed 1 hour, and they already felt big. So it's official. Chapter 8 will be the longest chapter in the entire saga. And what does that mean? Well, the positives are plenty, and now let's go through them together. First point, gameplay. A longer duration can only mean one thing. We'll get to play much more. And it's not just about stretching the game, but about having more scenes, more situations, more tension. Get ready, because there will probably be more plot twists, more horror moments, and of course, way more areas to explore. The world of Banban is becoming bigger and more detailed, and that's exactly what fans have been asking for. Second point, secrets. We all know each chapter hides messages, symbols, mysterious rooms and background details that tell more of the story. If the game is longer, it means there's more space for secrets. And with more secrets, we'll have more clues about what might happen in future chapters. There might be hidden rooms with references to Banban 9, or new theories revealed by objects and environments. Who knows? Maybe the EUPHORIC brothers are planting right now the clues for something massive we'll only discover at the end of the saga. One thing's for sure, this new length changes will improve the series. Let's move on to a really interesting message, or better yet, a non-message. A user actually asked Faris if the next chapters of Garten of Banban will also be dubbed, just like Chapter 8. Faris' answer? Very simple. I can't answer that? Now, at first glance this might seem like a meaningless reply, but actually guys, this is a response that hides something. When a developer says I can't answer, it usually means there's something going on behind the scenes. If the answer was just no, he would have said it directly. But saying I can't answer leaves room for so many possibilities. And here's where a huge piece of news comes in. Multilingual voice dubbing. Yes, because, officially confirmed, Chapter 8 will be dubbed in multiple languages. Not just translated subtitles like in previous chapters, but actual voice dubbing in different languages. On Steam, we can already see the list of languages that will have dubbing. It's not clear if that list is final or if it will be expanded in the future, but the fact remains, this is the first time ever a Garten of Banban chapter gets real international voice acting, and that changes a lot, because voice dubbing means a more polished production, better immersion, and most importantly, the intention to reach a global audience. So naturally, a theory comes to mind. Why invest so much in dubbing now at Chapter 8? Maybe the EUPHORIC brothers are planning something much bigger. Either way, for the first time, we'll be able to play Garten of Banban 8 with voices in our own language. And that's honestly incredible for the horror experience and immersion. So get ready, because this won't just be the longest chapter, it'll also be the most international one so far. And now let's move on to another message written by a user on Discord. A user asked Faris if the new chapter Garten of Banban 8 will be released around September. And once again, Faris didn't answer directly. He simply said that he can't give information about it. Now we know that the release date will be announced directly on YouTube, but when the trailer will be released, we will be able to find a release date. And that phrase, for those who closely follow the EUPHORIC brothers, isn't new. In fact, it reminds us of what happened a few days ago when Faris said the series would be back soon. And let's be clear, that word soon is no accident. He didn't say by the end of the year, he didn't say in the fall, he said soon. And we, as loyal Banban community theorists, know exactly what soon in EUPHORIC brothers language probably means. The game is close, and so also the trailer is close. And if the trailer is close, that means the release could be right around the corner. So yes, it's true that Faris didn't give us an official confirmation. Maybe we don't have to wait until September. All the clues, from the Discord messages to the preparations for dubbed languages on Steam, point to Chapter 8 possibly dropping in August. So get ready, because something is definitely happening, and very soon we might be holding the biggest, longest and most ambitious chapter in the entire Garten of Banban saga. In today's video we talked about the latest official news on Garten of Banban 8, thanks to new messages written directly by Faris, one of the two EUPHORIC brothers who has been very active on Discord lately. We started with a very important message about the length of Chapter 8. Faris wrote that the game will last between 7,000 and 7,500 seconds, which means almost 2 full hours of gameplay, making it the longest chapter in the entire series. This brings many advantages, like more scenes, more areas to explore, and definitely many more hidden secrets. Then we analyzed another message where Faris couldn't answer directly, but it revealed a huge new feature. For the first time ever, Garten of Banban 8 will be dubbed in multiple languages, not just translated subtitles. On Steam, we can already see the available languages, and this could open the door to an even more international future for the game. Finally, we discussed the possible release date. Once again, Faris couldn't give a clear answer, but by analyzing his previous messages and all the recent hints, like the upcoming trailer and the statement that the series will return soon, we can theorize that Garten of Banban 8 might be released as early as August, without having to wait until September. In conclusion, Chapter 8 will be the longest, the most dubbed, and possibly the most important chapter in the entire saga. Get ready, because there will be a lot of secrets to discover. Thank you so much for watching the video until the end. You are amazing. Let me know in the comments what you think about this. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell for the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.